Hello and welcome to the Yay or Nay series. If it's your first time visiting, allow me to explain the rules. It's called the Yay or Nay series. It's actually fairly simple to follow along with, but down in the comments, you either will say, "Yay, I like the character for the video for the day," as in, yes, I would like to see that character as a DLC playable character for Smash Ultimate, or nay, as in, no, I don't want to. Pretty simple, right? Just type it down in the comments. But each Monday, most likely Tuesday as well, we will have a video pertaining one specific character, and then, the video itself, I'll go over the character, I will go over the series, I'll even go over some sales numbers from the series, because some people like looking at stuff like that, and then maybe a couple random facts, because, well, why not? But, yeah, it's a pretty simple idea. Follow along with, play along with, like I said, every Monday and Tuesday, so, there it is, let's get into the rest of the video. Time to get into the newest character for the Yay or Nay series. Let's all put our hands together and welcome Commander Sheppard from the Mass Effect series. Now look, a lot of people in Smash Bros, sure, we talk about the same 10 to 12 characters over and over and over, and it gets a little boring after a while. It's like, alright, come on, let's speculate about somebody else, somebody different. Alright, so hey, that's what I got for you guys today. Commander Sheppard Mass Effect. So, he's kind of a he or she, because there's a male-female difference. You know, you could, depending on which sex you want to choose, you can be male or female. So, this is like the perfect kind of character in terms of like being a surprise pick, right? Almost nobody in the Smash community is talking about this character, or even this franchise, right? Maybe it's because it doesn't have a ton of history on Nintendo. I'll get into that in just a second, but I could definitely say Commander Sheppard, the Mass Effect series, they could have quite a bit to pull from, honestly. Could be quite a bit to pull from, but yeah, like I said, with the four, we could have 4 males, 4 females for different, the different alternate skins or whatever, so that'd be kind of a cool way to go, you know, get a little bit more variety in there. But let's talk Mass Effect, the franchise here for a second, shall we? So, originally, the Mass Effect franchise made its debut way back on November 20th of 2007 in North America. Since then, of course, the series has gone on to have, well, a few more entries into the series, like Mass Effect 2 and 3, and then, of course, Mass Effect Andromeda, but, yeah, did that one really go over too well? Yeah, about that. But how about we talk about most recently? It just, what was that, last month? 2 months ago? Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition, also released, which was pretty cool. It was a collection of the first few games. So, it was a nice surprise, nice way for fans to get back into the Mass Effect series, or if you've never played it, you were thinking about it, well, boom, now you got yourself a collection, right? So this series has been around since 2007, and let me be honest, when this game was first released, Mass Effect 1 and 2, this was like the talk of the gaming world. This, like, back during the 360 PS3 days, this was one of the hottest series in gaming. Odds are you had a friend at least talking about it or playing the game if you didn't yourself. This was something, this was something the gaming world was kind of like collectively waiting on, seeing what was next, and you know, they were honestly excited for the future of the franchise, which is great. And the funny thing is, getting back to that Nintendo, is there a little bit of history there? Yeah, a tiny bit. So the history with Nintendo was Mass Effect 3. Once that game came out, arguably, some people will say the best game of the entire series. We can argue about that peacefully in the comments if you want, but Mass Effect 3 actually released for the Nintendo Wii U of all consoles, right? If you thought Mass Effect was going to be on Nintendo, was the Wii U the one? Was that the console to go on? I wouldn't have put my money on it, but yeah, it did show up on a Nintendo console. So there, you could check that box off. All right, it's happened before. Now there were rumors that maybe the Legendary Edition might show up for the Nintendo Switch, although there's nothing concrete and there's no evidence to support that it is even in the works to get ported over to the Switch, so wouldn't hold my breath on that one. But yeah, all in all though, The Mass Effect, the franchise, it got so big, the franchise did, where it ended up creating its own day of the year, known as N7 Day, which happens to be on November 7th. Get it? N7 has to do with Commander Sheppard and stuff. Yeah, some people might understand that, but basically, N7 Day is where the franchise will get notable news or, anything noteworthy about Mass Effect. And actually, just last year, BioWare, one of the companies behind Mass Effect, they actually reaffirmed that there is a new Mass Effect game in development, like a proper sequel. They weren't talking about the Legendary Edition, but there is a new Mass Effect game in the works. So hopefully that one turns out better than Andromeda. On a personal note, the only game I've played in the series is Mass Effect Andromeda. It was alright. A buddy was kind of egging me on to play the game finally, and that's the one I ended up settling on because it just came out around a certain time, and I tried it. It was alright. It wasn't anything totally special, but maybe I should buy the Legendary Edition and try it for myself. There's a lot of different story routes, which is kind of a fun way to go. But back on track here. The character. What could they do? If you don't know anything about them, well, they're a space explorer, and they try to, just gather resources, try to find a home, all this sort of stuff. So, weapon-wise, moveset-wise, how can they protect themselves? How can they, what could they do out on the battlefield? Well, let's start with, okay, this is going to be a very basic one, but it's called the M8 Avenger. This is it's just a standard rifle in the game, right? Where Sheppard will use this to either fire off one little shot at a time, like pew, pew, pew. Or you could even rapid fire it. So I know some people want a moveset that is unique and diverse and something we've never had before. But look, when you talk about characters, you have to pull from what they use, the notable weaponry that they do use in their games. Sometimes you just got to put that in there. So maybe this is just a simple neutral special. Maybe it's nothing too crazy. But again, you got to go with what the character can do. And for this one, the M8 Avenger is one of the more iconic weapons, I suppose, for the Mass Effect series. So that's what I got for a neutral special. Moving on to another attack. This one is called the M300 Claymore. Now this thing, it's a shotgun first and foremost. So big damage. And the thing I like about the Claymore actually is that it only fires off one round per shot. So it fires off just one shot. But this to me could be perfect for like maybe a smash attack, possible forward smash maybe, I don't know. But just one big attack that deals massive damage. So again, it fires one shot, as you see by the little clip. I think smash attack would be perfect. Maybe a side special. I don't know if they would have maybe a little bit of end leg to kind of balance out how powerful it could be, Like you fire it off and then, I don't know, he does a little recoil, after you fire off the weapon. So it's kind of like, boom! Okay, now I'm ready to go, So there's going to be that little pause. So if you miss the attack, you're going to be wide open. But if you hit the attack, oh boy, you better hold on to your socks. Or your opponent should hold on to their socks because, well, they're going to be leaving with them as soon as they go flying off the screen. But one more thing here. One more attack. This one I like. Let's get some variety now. How about something a little bit different than realistic? Well, the other ones weren't really realistic-y, but either way, let's get to the M622 Avalanche. Now this one, futuristic-y type of sci-fi weaponry, right? This thing would fire out I think it would go like slightly downwards arcing ice blast, I suppose you could put it that way. But basically when this hits an opponent or the ground, it causes like a little icicle burst that will kind of form around where it hits on the ground. So if it hits an opponent, it kind of freezes around the opponent. So it has that possibility for a freezing type effect, which makes for a really fun attack. Maybe this is a side special or down special or something, and you can charge it up to make it more powerful. So yeah, maybe side special downs. I don't know, a special attack nonetheless. But yes, there's a lot of different weaponry. There's a lot of different really cool abilities in the Mass Effect series that you can incorporate very well into Smash Bros. Honestly. They do have like this little air dodging ability that they have, so maybe give Commander Sheppard an air dodge as well. Like or air dash possible. I don't know. Basically, there's a lot. There's definitely a lot to pull from to make a moveset. I'll say that. But in terms of the character, in terms of do I want them? Do I think they could make a fun character and a good surprise? Absolutely, no doubt about that. Nobody's talking about this. This would catch like almost everybody off guard, and maybe even quite a bit of people would enjoy this. It's EA, but some people might not like that. But either way, for me, I always got to refer to my top 50 list. This isn't really a character. It's not really a series. Even if it was heavily discussed, I'm not sure how high this character would be for me. So unfortunately, it's going to be a nay. Although I have no problem with this whatsoever, just because of the sheer surprise and just the surprise that it would be if Commander Sheppard were to be revealed. So, yep, that's for me. I got a nay. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Yay, nay, or both. Well, I guess you can't say both, but yay or nay. Either way, that is it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.